What's up? This is Mike. I'm V. This is the Mike and V Bodybuilding Show on location at the Mecca.
Metroflex Gym, back in the house.
What, 36, 37? What episode is this?
This is 36. Episode 36.
37.
Is it 37?
I think it's 37.
Episode 37 it is.
Episode 37, we have, what do we have?
Of course, we have a special guest.
They're all special, but this one gets right here. She's homegrown, people. Another Arizona athlete. She's now in Florida, but she is an IFBB pro. She's done 28 shows, 26 pro shows, 27.
A name very synonymous.
Synonymous with bodybuilding, with figure. She's Miss Figure International. Last 2 years, she was third place at
the Miss Olympia.
Miss Olympia figure. A marquee gal, again, homegrown. We are so excited to announce the guest of the day, Candice Keene, in the house. Come on out,
Candice.
What's up, girl? Thanks for coming on.
You're
going to be right in the middle, in the hot seat
in the middle. Thank you. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, before we dive into the interview, Metroflex calendar. All the beautiful girls that work out at Metroflex, definitely come down, pick up your calendar. All the proceeds go to St. Jude's, and if you can't come down, give us a call, and we'll ship it out to you. 20 bucks goes to a good cause, and it look good in your office or your home. Thanks.
And the girls look good.
The girls look good. And you get one too.
Yeah.
You should be on the calendar. What the hell?
That's right. Next year's episode is coming on.
Candice Keene, IFBB Pro, in the house. Thanks for doing the show.
You're welcome.
I know we want to throw a shout out to JM Mannion. Thank him for letting me do the show.
Thank you, JM.
Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're definitely excited to have you on the show. I just want to dive right into it. Third place 2 years in a row at the Olympia. I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
You're chomping at the bit. What do you have to do to be called first?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. It's going to come.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's going to come, so it's going to keep
plugging away and
exactly.
doing what you've been doing, and it's pretty cool. I mean, and then what is like fourth place, I think, in 2011 as well?
Yes, and then ninth place in the first year.
So you've done
Climbing
good.
up the ranks.
Yes.
And who'd you beat out at Arnold?
Aaron Stern.
Everybody.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Stern was my main competition, so I beat her. And Heather Dees came in second, Aaron came in third. Yeah.
Your posing is awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
I thought it was really good. You see them up there on their quarter turns, they look like they're not even trying, and I guess that's good, but I mean, yours is very polished. I just like your style.
The stage presence is very good.
Very good, yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
How'd you get into this sport?
Honestly, at the time, I was, I only did 7 weeks for my first show prep. Like, I just told my trainer, like, hey, I think I'm going to do a show. And he's like, okay. So we prepped for All South, which was in St. Augustine, and I took that overall. So I won the class and got nationally qualified.
Well, let's just stop right there.
Okay.
So it's your first show.
First show.
And you're
6 weeks you decided to do it.
She's in the first call out,
and
you know, they move her into the front, and she's never done a show, so what does she know about an overall? But they line you up and back. And what are you thinking at this time? Like, okay, overall, what's going on? Did you even know what was going on?
At that time, my mindset was like, I was in such like, I don't know, like I was in a good state, like a good place in my life, mindset-wise at that time, so I was just taking everything in, and I was enjoying every
Had you
moment.
been to a show before? Because I know, like, so everybody on their first time, it's kind of like, you know, that deer in the headlights backstage, not knowing what's going on back there.
I think I went to one, like a month prior, just to see what it was about.
Right.
And that's it.
And then as far as the lineup, when you're out there, obviously you're, you know, with the A class up to F class or whatever. Were you on the outside looking in and they moved you to the center? Because that's usually kind of fun.
I think there was like 8 girls in my class for the All South, but I don't really remember how we were positioned first.
In the overall?
Yeah.
You won the overall, you qualified. And then were you thinking going into that show, if I qualify, hey, I'm going to go to nationals? Or was it just like after you won the overall, you're like, everyone's like, hey, you're doing nationals, you're like, what's nationals?
Exactly, no. One of the judges, it was a lady, she remember saying like, yeah, you know, you have a lot of potential, you can really go far in the sport, you know, you should do nationals in 2 weeks. And I was like, Jamie, he's my trainer, Jamie Gordon. I was like, let's go to nationals. He goes, you know, that's like the biggest national show. I'm like, who cares?
You're like, sir, you don't know anything.
I'm like,
you're
who
like,
cares?
let's do it.
Let's just go, and I act as a sponge, soak everything up, you know,
Yeah.
for the experience. 6-hour drive, why not?
Wow.
So we did. Class C, 38 girls. It was the 1-piece and the 2-piece round. I was in first call out both times and moved to the middle immediately. But I didn't know anything any better. I was like, okay. And after prejudging, my trainer comes down, he goes, oh my God, you just won your pro card.
Right.
And I
Was
said,
that like the top two?
and I
the pro card
said,
too?
I said, what's that?
Oh,
No, I think it was
it's just top, just a number
So,
one.
There's a one. It wasn't the top two at that time.
It wasn't, yeah.
yeah, it was just one.
Yeah.
And then you even had the one piece and that's gone now, right?
Yeah, they got rid of that 2000.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Why were you going to cover up your midsection?
Yeah, I think they did it for the
The
shape.
V taper?
Right.
Are you glad it's over? It's another suit you don't have to worry about.
Exactly, those
Right?
were expensive.
They're expensive, yeah. Where do you get your suit?
Tammy Marie, she sponsors me. She
Okay.
rocks.
And she's an all-max athlete.
All Max
All Max,
Nutrition.
and I want to talk about your passion. I know your passion is, or you're not your passion is competing. But your dream is protein cakes with a Z?
Pro Cakes.
Pro
with the
Cakes.
Z.
Pro cakes.
Pro
Pro
Cakes.
Cakes.
The Z.
Well,
Yes.
what are they?
Well,
I want to try
oh, they're
one.
so good. I'll be back in April, so I'll
You
bring
better
like
bring
a
it some
bunch.
way.
Good.
Bring a couple more.
Eat 'em
I
on TV.
came up with them for my 2009 Europa prep. I was just messing around in the gym, or
In the kitchen?
The kitchen.
Yeah.
And-
Abs are made in the kitchen, so here
Exactly.
she is in the kitchen.
So I mean,
Getting her abs ready.
I was just fooling around in the kitchen and, you know, trial and error.
Mhm.
And then my friend's like, "You should sell these," and I'm like, "Huh?"
Is that the one with the grated zucchini and all that? I think.
No, but I do that in my own now, just to like fill it up. It's yeah. My brother's like, "What the hell are you eating?"
Some cinnamon in there.
Oh, I put.
Girl's creative. It's no surprise she's got protein cakes with a Z. My gosh. So you have different flavors?
Cakes with a Z.
I have 11.
You have 11 different flavors?
Yes.
Okay, I hope you have chocolate, 'cause that's my favorite.
Okay, so I have chocolate peanut butter swirl, vanilla PJ, hazelnut fudge, pumpkin, banana, raspberry, mango, coconut fudge. That's like the best.
So can people order them now?
Blueberry. Yeah, but they're perishable, so they're shipping,
Right.
and they're not very light. They're kind of heavy.
Right.
So the cost.
Right, right.
But you're,
They could.
you're not marketing, you're actually, that's a dream, so that's something
Yeah,
maybe
that's like
a
my
venture that
dream.
you'd
Oh
want to
yeah,
get into and
that's
market
like
that.
I see
and-
that going. Like that's my vision. Like
After
that's
in the future.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And you're a full-time student now. I mean, you're just not some dumb bodybuilder girl. I mean, you're going to
No.
school to get your nutrition degree or something like that?
I've changed my major a lot.
That's good. I mean, you can stay in school
I think I
longer.
did like
I did
4
that
times.
too. Call me
No.
Van Wilder.
But like, okay, so now what I'm doing now is it's interdisciplinary studies, so it focuses on several areas. So it's business, communication, double minor in fitness and entrepreneurship.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's-
And what school?
UCF,
UCF. What is that?
University of Central Florida.
University of Central Florida. Candice Keene, she's a full-time student,
An
entrepreneur.
IFBB pro, only
IFBB.
third in the world.
Only third in the world. That's all. Or maybe number 1 internationally.
Yes.
Wow. Gosh, I'm a little starstruck. I'm like, I don't even know what to say right now.
So you're from Arizona, correct? Family lives here, and you're currently living in Florida.
Florida.
And then I mentioned something about your trainer.
He's Jennifer
Giorgiano.
Oh, cool, right on. And then you've been using him for
Since
the entire time?
Yeah, even before, because he was my like regular trainer before competing. So we worked together since show 1. So since 2007.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the contest prep for the Arnold begins
Like now.
right
Right.
now.
Hello.
What's going on? I know it looked like you were like, you said, well, my contest prep's now, and you had this guilty look on your face when
I
you're
was
eating
drinking
something.
water.
Is that what it was?
I was putting on lip gloss.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. But it smelled good. I'm like, what's she eating over there? Good roll.
One of them, what is it? Cupcakes with a Z? What was it?
Protein.
Oh,
Cakes.
protein cakes
Pro,
with a Z.
no, pro cakes.
Oh, pro cakes.
Pro cakes with the Z.
Z.
So,
And it's like one word, but like a capital P and a capital C. And then
Okay.
Oh, I
So,
swear,
Candice
now I
Keene-
really have some high expectations.
oh no, they're good. Trust me. They're good.
So Candice, outside the protein cakes, outside of competitive figure, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, to be honest with you, trying to like balance full-time school and then competing full-time 6 shows a year.
It's a lot. Yeah.
This is the first year I did like I did only 4 this year.
Wow.
But yeah, so and then
That's a lot of shows.
it is.
I mean, why not 2? I mean, why are you,
Because
why are you doing so
my strategy from the beginning was
many? Get exposure.
Dude,
exactly.
right.
Move up.
Well,
And
you
kick
can't
ass.
complain either because
Seems
you
like
are,
it's working.
you're right there. I mean, so whatever you're doing is working. You're definitely right at the top of the world, so you
Yeah.
can't complain. I mean, it's,
What brought you out to Florida? Why didn't you stay here with us?
I'll come back.
Yeah. We're all sad. Come back,
But I've
Candice.
been gone for 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, my mom lives out there, and I needed a change at the time in 2005, so I just I'll be back then.
Yeah.
This is home.
So obviously with these shoulders, I mean, you obviously have some sort of
No, I had to like
My
scoot
mom,
over
she's
this.
like, I know.
But what kind? I mean,
My
did
shoulders
you
are
play? Were you a swimmer?
No.
Were you a
Yeah,
cheerleader?
no athletic
It's
background?
No.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
No sports.
No.
So when
were
did you
even a
just start
tomboy?
training? Like when did you
I
start
was like
working
the
out?
complete opposite of like sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hung out like in the back with all the stoners, or what?
I mean, I don't know.
She's not going to admit that.
This will not be admitted on camera.
So what else is going on these days? So the contest prep, any photo shoots coming up?
All Max appearances in Tampa Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So photo shoots, no, probably not until right before the
Sort
Arnold.
of contest time.
Yeah.
So you do those, like Mike and I are always like, okay, photo shoots if we're lucky enough to get an offer, well, after the show, not before. But you'll do them before because you're a professional. You know what you're
Well,
doing.
at the Olympia, like I did
Kinda have to.
4 after. Like I did 2 the day after, which was, and I did one Monday and then Tuesday. So I couldn't eat anything until Tuesday night.
And
I'm the worst about that.
I know.
Like
But I mean, I
I
still ate a
schedule
little
and
bit.
I'm like, I want to eat so bad.
Who was the girl that got you into this? I know that it was Monica Brandt that you looked up to.
Yeah, I remember looking at my brother's magazines because I looked at them when I was 18, and he had all these fitness magazines, bodybuilding magazines, and then I remember looking at Trish Stratus, Monica Brandt. I don't really remember after that, but yeah, Monica Brandt always stood out.
Okay. And what do you like about her physique?
It was just always just like hard rocking. It's it's very nice.
And you think your best body part is your shoulders.
That's what I'm told.
Great. And that's your best body part, but it's also your favorite muscle to train. Go figure, it's her favorite muscle to train. It's her best body part. There's something to be said
But you know
about
what
that.
though? Like I put a collage together on the 5th, but on November 22nd when I got my pro card of my first show, my second show, and then this year's Olympia, and I've always had like full shoulders.
Yeah. Born with them.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I came out like that.
Yeah, you have a great V-taper, from the front end of that. So a lot of detail on your legs. I mean, definitely world-class physique.
Thanks.
Definitely looking great. So photo shoots after the coming up a couple weeks before. You're in a lot of magazines, a lot of publications. So let's talk about some of the. You've been on it, have some covers too.
Soon, hopefully. I know I did. Just a month ago, I did stuff for Fitness RX and MD, Major Distraction, and then right after the Olympia for Muscle Fitness RX and some All Access stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you have a pretty extensive contest history too. I mean, how many times have you competed? If you guys don't know Candice's contest history, check it out. It's long and it's impressive. I mean, I think I only seen maybe 2 that were
Yeah,
an
there's-
8th place and like something like
13th.
11th or yeah, it's
It was
13th or something like that.
My second pro show, the New York Pro.
I mean, I was like,
I
I
decided to do
would
the
have
New York,
that.
but it's funny because a few years later, I decided I won it twice now.
So what drives you?
So what is it? How many shows have you done?
28 on stage, 29 show preps total.
That's just time.
But talk about the one that you didn't get to go out on stage on.
It was very heartbreaking, actually. It was my second pro show. It was Jacksonville, 2009, and went through the prep, went up there, did the tan, did the hair, the makeup, put the suit on, was in the lineup, and like my brain started to sweat. I don't know if that makes sense, but then I just felt like I was gonna pass out. And if I would have went out on the stage, I would have passed out. So.
Do you think like all that time on stage and all that stage experience gives you that stage presence that you carry? Because you command a stage, you look really good, and then when you're out there, it's just you can tell that
Well, you're
you
having
look
fun,
right at home.
and that's important. And as you get closer to your show, I'd probably say maybe 3 weeks out when the cardio is still there, but you don't have the calories. Where do you find that fire inside to inspire you to keep going?
Visualize what you want on stage.
Visualize like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, would you recommend to other girls and athletes that are coming up in figure to compete a lot?
It depends on like how well you can do it. Like,
Sure.
balance everything. Because it takes a lot
Right.
of your life and everything.
Well, you really don't. What your
But I like
life
the
is
structure of
this.
it.
This
Yeah.
is your life, and at least for me, I have to remind myself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I love it.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You love it, right? It shows on stage. It definitely shows on
Yeah.
stage. So after the bodybuilding, are you going to go full force with personal training with the Pro Cakes?
Pro
for the
Cakes,
Z?
it's like my baby. Like I kind of put it on the back burner this year, but I'm gonna just pick it back up and
Yeah. So how long do you plan on competing for? As long as you can?
yeah,
Yeah.
until my shoes break.
At least until she's Miss Olympia.
Yeah, I got it. That's my goal. Like I have to win the Olympiad.
Well, I think
I
you're
want
on
to
your
win
way.
the Olympiad. I'm going to win the Olympiad.
It seems that, and I've even, through the gauntlet out there when Alicia Coates won her second pro show, look out Nicole Wilkins, here comes Alicia Coates.
Her body is awesome.
Yeah, who knows? But you have a lot more muscle from what I can tell than her. So
A ton more.
It's like apples and oranges. So if I'm a judge,
Alicia or
you two,
Oh, yeah.
you and Alicia. I mean, for me, if I was a judge on the panel, it would, do I like oranges or apples that day? I don't know. I mean, it's a kind of toss up.
Yeah.
Do you believe that shows are won from the back or from the front?
Both. Yeah.
How much emphasis do you put on? I always ask this question. It's probably redundant at this time. I know Mike's
That's
like,
all right.
"Hey,
Go ahead.
I already
I know
did."
what it is.
But one of my favorite questions is, how much emphasis do you put on, or what percentage do you put on nutrition versus the training? And we hear answers across the board: 100%, 100%. Some people say it's 80, 20. 80% nutrition, 20% training. Where do you put it?
I think everything, it starts in the mind. Like your body follows the mind, like Ronald said. And it's true, like if you have any kind of doubt in your head, then, your body follows the mind. Like
Right.
you can't put, like if you have any doubt, then you're just, does that make any sense?
Lots of
No, I mean,
things.
believing in yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in
Yeah.
inside who you are, being number one, you won't be number one,
Exactly.
right?
Like before the Arnold, like, I don't know if you saw online like my number thing.
No, I
Like a month before, I knew I was going to win it, just because like the numbers.
really.
Because I was just thinking, I was like, well, my birthday's on the Arnold, 3113. The Arnold is on 3113. I'm gonna be 31, and my Olympia number was 13. So I'm like,
It's just
I'm
tie
gonna
them all
win.
in.
I'm like, I'm winning the show. It's my
It's
show to win.
inevitable.
So I just put that ingrained into my head. I'm like, I'm winning the
And
show.
what was your number?
12.
Could you imagine if it was like?
I know.
13.
I think it was 12.
Yeah. When I got my number at a show, it was 23, and Michael Jordan is my hero. I'm like, I'm going to win the show. And I won the show because I just thought I was going to win because of the number. It's kind of stupid, but if you believe it here, Mike likes to say, I love it, he's having to steal it. If you work hard, you come in hard, you're going to be hard to beat.
Sure.
Yeah.
And, isn't that true?
Yeah, because it all, like, you believe in yourself, you have the mindset, like, and it will show on stage.
Absolutely.
Because if you are consistent with that belief in the mindset, it's like, it's natural. It'll just show
It
on
happens.
stage.
I was reading about you today, doing a little research, couldn't find much on Candice Keene as far as anything to embarrass her. But your favorite music to listen to said motorcycle.
No, that was
What is that?
no, that was last year's Arnold. That was on my Pandora, but it just varies. Like right now, it's back
Also,
to
it's a
my-
channel called Motorcycle on Pandora.
That's the group's name. It's like it's a girl saying it's like house kind of.
Okay.
But now I'm just listening back to what I grew up with.
I have a
She
question.
loves country music. No, she doesn't.
Actually, I went to Aaron Lewis on
Oh,
Friday.
I love Aaron Lewis. Since you've been competing, have you noticed like criteria changes in figure? I mean, have you kind of seen it all? So how have you evolved with it, or have you? What do you think?
I just been doing my thing. Like, all the judges say, just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Go and do your thing, just keep doing what you're doing. And I've been doing that, and then my body is maturing, the muscles, as the
Right.
years go on.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump in on that question
Sure.
because I think what Mike was trying to say is, they call it a pendulum. The pendulum is swinging up, and the girls are getting bigger and harder and bigger and harder.
Correct.
And probably 2009, they hit that pendulum down. Everyone was really small. Now that pendulum's creeping back up there, and the
It
girls are
is.
coming harder and bigger. And that's where you're going to come in here, I think, because if that pendulum is right here, and it's not back on the small side like Alicia Coates, I think you can win this. So that's just me. Who am I? I'm a big nobody, right? But
You're right. No.
me too. What do you think?
No, you can totally know it. You see it. You know what you mean, and you see that because what's her name? What is her name that took second?
Heather?
No,
Right,
Aaron
the
Stern?
Arnold?
Yeah,
Aaron
no,
Stern.
the Olympia.
Yep, Aaron Stern.
And then first place was,
Nicole.
yeah, I mean, her body was like completely different in a year. I mean, she looked bigger. She looked musclier, and she just looked a lot bigger than the more toned down when she won it the first time. So I think it's just interesting how you kind of see it go from a bigger stature to that more of a medium stature, and then now, kind of filling back out again.
Yeah, I like it like that. I like it.
I do
bigger.
too. I do too.
like
I like
it
the
bigger.
figure with the bit more shoulders and a little bit more.
It's kind of like like a business life cycle. You know,
Right.
it goes. It has to
Ebbs and flows.
You have to reinvent the thing every couple years.
Sure.
Keep it
Keep it interesting.
interesting, pop in, and having
So-
everybody like.
So being an IFBB pro, I mean, you're constantly trying to dig down deep to find that inspiration to keep doing what you do. You're living the dream, living the fitness lifestyle. You said earlier that it's the visualizing and believing in yourself. There's other things though that when you're reaching down deep. What else is in the toolbox?
You got you gotta really want it. You know, if you don't really want it, you're not gonna push it all into it.
How many times have I said that on the show? You gotta
True.
really want it.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I really want it.
Yeah, I see.
I just think it's amazing how your second show, you're a pro.
Yeah,
It was like weeks after. It was like a couple
2
weeks after, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I made
I
this
want to do
long
like the kicker in
reflection
the shin.
thing. What?
I kind
No.
of want to kick her in the shin for like 2 weeks.
I know.
But I'm so envious. She's pro.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
But she's homegrown here.
She is another AZ athlete
That's right.
Yep.
in the house.
Anybody want to? So I'm sure with being a competitive bodybuilder and figure, there's a lot of people that are supporting you to get to where you are today. Friends and family. Anybody you want to throw a shout out to?
My trainer, Jay Magoni, he's been with me since day one, and not only a great trainer, but a great friend. And my mom also, she's been with me since day one. They've both been like that backbone support system.
That you have to have.
Yeah. And then Jay Mannion, of course, my manager, with FMG, IFBB, for giving me this opportunity to be doing what I'm doing. Tammy Marie, because she makes me the most amazing suits. And just all my friends and family
Yeah.
that support me. and
So
put
when
up
you
with me.
decided to embark on that first show, is it the same trainer for that show?
Yes.
So he's been.
So he's
you
been
from
with her the whole
from
time,
very
which is
beginning.
just huge, I think, because he's like been able to progress with you and learn your body as you change.
I mean, you must have friends at the gym. I mean, for me, I saw all these people at the gym, and I'm like, if I got in shape, I could do that. And I did. But how about you? Was there people you're like, I can do this? Were you like doubting yourself at any time,
The
or was
first
it like?
few years, really, I remember I had just tunnel vision, and I didn't. But the main thing you want to do is not listen to the outside noise, because people are going to be like, oh, think she's doing,
That's great advice.
Because if you start listening to that, then that doubt's going to creep in, and then you're going to be screwed for what you want to accomplish. But if you just kind of do this and just do your own thing, then. And I remember a good friend at the gym. We were friends during my first prep, and after the Olympia, he's like, you know what, Candice, you haven't changed one bit since I met you.
Fame and fortune hasn't changed
He's
yet.
like, you're still the dorky Candice that I knew 5 years ago.
But what happens after the show, and I see it, and I talk about it on the show a lot, where a competitor, whether you're in bikini, figure, bodybuilding, physique, or men's bodybuilding, after the show you blow up.
I think it's more emphasis though with women.
Yeah, women tend
guys
to
can get away with
Well,
it.
we want to get bigger after a show, but there's something called adaptations, where you after your show you go and you eat all this food and you can actually create more fat cells. How do you control that? Obviously, you're still in shape. You still got your caps on your belts.
Let me tell you this.
Enlighten us, please.
It took me many, many, many shows to actually find my balance. And,
Right.
at the end of 2009, I can tell you that I went to a very high percentage.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much did you weigh?
285. Well, I know I was
285.
in the 20s. I was,
The percentage
Yeah.
was? Okay.
yeah, and then that was and then it's just your body isn't the same after that. So,
Yeah.
so You have to work hard.
It takes a lot. It's a lot more work to get that off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now, after your show, any advice that you throw out to up and coming girls or even fellow IFBB pros that, like, what do you do after your show? What's your secret to staying in shape? Because you look great right now. You're welcome.
So I've learned, like, this year when I can, like, feel some veins or, like, have, like, your bicep being going on, I'm like, okay, good, I'm
Still there.
Visually, you're in check and you're good.
But yeah, you just want, after a show, like, enjoy your food because you want to have that sanity,
right.
indulge. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to have a good relationship with food. Make sure you have
Yes.
that. Drink tons of water right afterwards, eat whatever you want, but then, like, say Wednesday, just go back to, like, what your diet was previously.
So what she's
Just
saying,
to, like, level out. Just level out. So you give your body a chance to level out. And then slowly.
and maybe add the cheat meals in later, but don't. So what Candice is saying is, do your show, drink your water, enjoy your cheat
food.
meals. Come Wednesday,
And
start
don't
thinking about
feel
getting back on your
guilty.
meal.
Yes, don't feel guilty because you ate some. Just
Yeah,
get it
'cause
done
that, like,
and get back on the
messes
meal
with-
plan.
In this industry, you can't have that kind of relationship with food. Because I've done 28 shows, 29 show preps, and I've been like that for the first couple of years. And you just have to find your balance and have a good relationship with food and don't
I think
feel
it's
guilty.
awesome that she keeps saying you have to have a good relationship
It
with
is,
food.
because
It is. It's a huge deal, and especially for women, because I think it's just such a big deal for, especially girls that are new coming into it. They
They're
don't
like,
know
oh, I
what
wanna
to
get
expect.
that, but-
Exactly.
What about being an IFBB pro? Candice Keene, Miss Figure International, top 3 Miss Olympia. People are expecting to see you, and they're expecting to see the girl they see on stage.
No.
So
Some people do that, and I'm
some
like,
people do that.
why?
I know it's annoying,
No.
but I mean, how do you
I like to
balance
live.
that out?
I like to live a little bit after the show. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Because but I mean, don't like enjoy too much, but just
Get back on track.
yeah. But I mean, still enjoy yourself.
And so you've never really done a show without the support of having a coach.
Yes, no. Like, even now, I probably come in, dial in for a show.
But I mean, there's so
Myself,
much to
I mean.
do, and when you have a coach telling you what to do and outlining it, just makes it boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. You follow your directions.
Because the last 2 weeks are very like scientific, critical, and self-perception is evil.
If you could change any body part or something about your physique, what would it be?
Well, my abs are slowly coming in. Like I've been working on them a lot, the last few years. Like my genetics are in favor of these things, but I guess I mean every girl's wish is to have like a perfect ass all the time.
Yeah. Well, when you said earlier when I asked you, our shows one from the front to the back, I was hoping you'd say from the back because for men, and Mike and I, we compete against each other, and if you don't have striated glutes, you're not even going to get looked at. You're not going to make the top 5, let alone win.
Yeah.
So I think it's a best butt contest, whether it's a figure, bikini, or men's bodybuilding. It comes down to the backside.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Right on.
Well, and she's wide,
The IFBB,
small.
Are we almost done? What?
Get back to your interview.
Okay. I can't hear. Our best cinematographer ever, Bella, is filming. She's trying to tell us something. Just say it.
Her delts, they're burning.
Single, boyfriend,
Oh yeah.
married.
Let's just talk about your love life for a second.
Yeah.
Why do we have to bring this up right now?
Because she said it. I wasn't going to. I was going to ask you first. I was going to say
Is there a significant
what's
other?
your sign?
What's
I'm
your
Pisces, but I do.
We're-
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, we're so compatible.
Are we?
I don't know.
No.
I'm surprised he does.
I was in a relationship, but no longer.
Yeah.
So
you
she's
picked each
single.
other?
It was a mutual thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Thanks, Bella, for that.
Thanks,
Yeah,
thanks, Bella.
Thanks for
We
having.
appreciate it. She
I'm
appreciates
just gonna
it.
go behind the green room and just
Candice
lots
Keene,
of tissues in
5'5". She's a Pisces from Arizona. She's
Like,
single.
okay.
Third best in the world.
Third best.
Working on number 1.
Working on number 1.
Online training.
She's incredible.
Yeah, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, I know you have your, the website is under construction, but it's almost done.
Yeah.
CandiceKeene.com,
Yes.
and it's CandiceKeene.com.
Wow.
That was really good.
Hi.
Not bad, right?
Job.
So, ouch. So if you want to get a hold of Candice Keene, I'm going to get her phone number. I'm not going to give it to you. CandiceKeene.com. Anywhere else they can get a hold of you? On Facebook?
Facebook.
Instagram?
But bear with me because you get a lot.
You got a lot of fans, right? So if you
I-
write Candice, give her a couple days
No,
before
it's
she gets
just-
back to you.
It gets overwhelming sometimes, so I have to like kind of,
Yeah, sift
Kind of
through that.
weed through some of it.
A lot of creepers
Yeah.
on Facebook.
I'm sure she's got a fair share of stalkers.
All right, well, look for Candice Keene, Miss Figure International. Look forward to Arnold coming up. Look forward to Miss Olympia. We are looking for her to win the title, get it out of the top two, Erin Stern and Nicole Wilkins, and it's time. It's your turn.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Cool. Well,
I agree.
Anything else you want to talk about before we let you go? I know you got a long drive to Goodyear.
It's, it's like 45-minute drive to everywhere.
Your Chihuahua.
It really is.
Oh, my Chihuahua. Her name's Mia.
Me the Chihuahua.
Yeah, she's like this big.
Is it an apple head?
It is.
It is so
I think
fine.
appleheads are better looking.
They are.
Because you
They
just
have
want to go
perfect-
like this to her. And she has little dots, so I just like.
I was the guy who wanted to do that to your head. Candice Keene, IFBB Pro, in the house at the Mecca Metroflex. Mike Best, Candice Keene, IFBB Pro, Vincent VJ Hils. Thanks for watching, guys.
I'm not done yet.
Oh yeah,
Candice
she's
Keene is
trying to
not
cut her
done.
off.
I'm gonna
still have to
I'm gonna
pick
go
our
stand in the corner.
sponsors.
No, I just wanted to say I'm a newly sponsored athlete with All Max since September 1st, and I'm just really excited to be part of this company. So I just wanted to say that and look for awesome stuff with me and All Max. in 2014.
All Max Nutrition, guys. If you haven't had any of their
And let's go to
proteins, tastes
modified
great.
post. So we'll post this on the senior modified post with Mike and I.
What?
Just a modified. Go ahead and get that for us. Look at that. Jesus, yeah, that's perfect. Isn't that called a modified?
I don't know.
Jesus. My shoulders look small.
Metroflex,
I did shoulders yesterday. Maybe that's why.
Big AZ
Oh,
promotion.
yeah, they're huge.
Peoria
Peoria
Ford,
Ford.
BMHTH, our clothing sponsor. Candice Keene in the house. Unbelievable. You're awesome. Thanks for coming on. Miss Figure International. Our next Miss Figure Olympia.
Getting
Candice
ready
Keene.
for the Arnold. It's coming. Watch for Candice.
11 and a half weeks.
11 weeks out, baby. See you guys. We're out.
Peace.